Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a load of fun on my parents' couch, trying to figure out what love's about.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The safety Justin Reed tabbed to get us started. And off we go from Charlotte. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever. Set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. The mark says first down.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Young. That one taken in by Ted McMillan. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Young. Back to the right, caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
One more time, it's Hubbard. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Ready? The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43, ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
Throwing is Rattler. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
Here we go. Black 40. Check view.
Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Young. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He looks forward for maybe a yard. Devon Gottschalk there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
The tackle made by Mario Davis. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the Saints' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Smash. 10 black. 10.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
On the stop. A loss of 1.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. Third down and 9. Here's Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. So they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Ready?
Now Young. Going to air this one out. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. And it's probably a touchdown.
That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Carolina Panthers. 1st down and goal to go.
Here we go.
They'll run with Hubbard. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal. His kick is good. And the Panthers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
ready. Yellow, 22.
To throw, it's Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here we go. Cut.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. They're going to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Rattler now back to throw. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Let's go now.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ready?
Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. And they smack him down there. Big hit, right at the line. No gain.
2nd down at the 39-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Down.
Throwing is Young. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
And what a nice job there, getting his feet down on the sideline to secure his 1st catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, however the opportunity presents.
Ready?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll go. Young. He's got his tight end, Matt Sanders. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
That's good for a
Young.
Carolina Panther.
He finds McMillan downfield. It's caught. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, The receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. Flush to his right. Off he goes. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Moving outside the pocket, and he will get into the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown, Panthers. Now right to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Yellow, 43.
Here's Rattler. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Rattler going to throw. The outside, that's caught by Hill. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. York's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board just before halftime. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Throwing now is Rattler. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going for them.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
45,
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. Looking to throw, Rattler, and he finds Tyreek. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone, I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Cut, cut.
Throwing is Rattler. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's good for a Saints first down.
On the double. Set, cut. 33.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson.
Set.
Back to the air one more time. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. On the return, here's Xavier Legette. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. and bursts. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
In formation for Carolina.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Now, faking the give. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Black 40.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Let's go. Ready.
Quick throw on the RPO. It's Hill. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
43.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one on target to Olave. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is 2nd and 6.
12-yard line.
60 red. 60 red.
To throw, it's Rattler. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Here's a design run. Oh, he's trying to use the big frame to push forward. But I don't think he's going to get there. He's held up at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Leggett on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double. Black shot. Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Young to throw on 1st down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun, it's Young. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Young. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Xavier Leggett, touchdown, Carolina. Wright adds the extra point. Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 89 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
On first and 10, here's Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he marks out up at the 34-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On first down is Young. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A gain there of 23 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Down at the 9-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3.
Watch out now, 56.
Another try with Brooks. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
Gain on the play.
Brooks. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
32.
They'll run with Brooks. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. Right adds the extra point. And the Panthers tack on one more to their lead.
31. Saints 19. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Ready. Red. Cycle. Yellow. 43. Strike blue. Ready.
Here's Ratliff. The outside. That's caught by Hill. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Yards on the play. And it's third down.
Ready. Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
It's a game of 10. First down, Saints.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10.
Clock 40. Clock 6. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up for first and 10.
First down, New Orleans.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Young to throw on first and 10. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Saints going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. New Orleans, third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Here we go.
Now Young. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Let's go now. Yellow.
Now Rattler gonna throw. Shaheed with the catch.
Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Panthers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready?
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of